So we've established that networking is a non-negotiable. There's no avoiding it, but if you're painfully shy or you're introverted, it's excruciating just thinking about it. So today, let's dive into that big challenge, networking. If you're introverted or shy, it feels like a really big hurdle, but I'm here to tell you that you can crush it. Let's unpack how. First off, let's clear up a confusion. Introverted and shy are actually not the same thing. Introverts are more like lone wolves. They recharge by spending time alone, and that applies to work and life, and they are often therefore slow to hire because they prefer to go it alone. For social situations, they're a little bit mentally draining because they're a commitment, and commitments are often very inconvenient. They can be fraught with negative feelings of burden and obligation. Introverts can often get a lot more accomplished in very small group settings rather than large. Shy people, on the other hand, experience social anxiety. And that's not necessarily about feeling drained or over obligated. It's fear of judgment and the discomfort of meeting new people. But whether you're an introvert or just shy, you're very definitely not alone because networking is tough. But don't worry, I've got 5 network hacks for introverts that will help you show up confidently. Because again, you cannot avoid networking. In this industry, it's not an option. Hack number 1, prepare ahead of time. The best way to battle the nervous energy is to come prepared. So craft a solid elevator speech and write down conversation starters or questions that you can ask. And yes, you can use notes if you need to. If you know your what and why, it takes a lot of the anxiety out of this equation. Plus, you'll feel more confident knowing you have a plan. For example, asking, what's the biggest challenge you're facing in your business? That can help open doors for deeper conversation and makes you look like a problem solver without the pressure to talk about yourself. Hack number 2, look for smaller groups or one-to-one opportunities. Really big events with tons of people can feel like a sea of strangers. So instead, focus on small local groups or set up one-to-one chats. That's where you would really shine. It allows you to focus on building connections without feeling overwhelmed. And you get bonus points if you can focus on creating meaningful connections rather than just collecting business cards. And trust me, these smaller, more intimate moments lead to really great relationships. Hack number 3, take breaks to recharge. If you're at a major networking function, they can be exhausting, especially if you're introverted. So if you feel your energy draining, then just step outside for a break. Take a little walk, grab a coffee, sit in a quiet spot for 5 minutes just to reset. You can jump back in with more energy and clarity afterwards instead of powering through until you're completely burned out. Hack number 4, leverage social media to break the ice. If face-to-face networking feels like a mountain, then start online. LinkedIn and other platforms are perfect for connecting before you meet. Engage with their posts, comment thoughtfully, and make an introduction. That way, when you meet in person, you already have a little rapport, making the conversation feel significantly easier. Hack number 5, focus on listening, not talking. Introverts are often excellent listeners. This is, in fact, your superpower. So instead of trying to fill every silence, embrace it. Ask your conversation questions. Listen actively and really engage. People remember those who listen and ask insightful questions, not just the people who talk the most. Now let's talk about shy bookkeepers. If you struggle with social anxiety, here are a few additional tips. 1, bring a networking buddy to help ease the discomfort. It makes the experience a whole lot less daunting. 2, practice small talk with friends, coworkers, or even the barista at your local coffee shop. Practice makes the real deal feel less intimidating. 3, start with written communication. If meeting face-to-face is nerve-wracking, start connecting over email or LinkedIn. That'll build your confidence in your in-person interactions. 4, focus on shared goals. Shift the conversation from I'm here to sell myself to I'm here to learn and collaborate. This makes you feel less pressure and it creates an atmosphere of mutual benefit. So whether you're introverted or shy, networking doesn't have to be a nightmare. Use these hacks to build genuine relationships and feel more confident, because you don't need to be someone you're not, but you should make every attempt to be the very best version of you that you can be. If these tips were helpful, hit like, drop a fire in the comments, and subscribe for more advice on how to scale your bookkeeping business. We've got plenty of networking hacks sprinkled throughout this 4-Minute Maven series. And for quick reference, we're going to recommend video 44, how to have a mutually beneficial coffee chat. Number 41, visit, and then visit some more. And number 42, making sure your elevator pitch doesn't take you down to the basement. As always, if you've got another 4 minutes, we've got another video. Up next, volunteer for visibility, how giving back can skyrocket your business.